Hey guys, Sarah here from Recovering Full Quarter. We are about halfway through the year. It is like halfway through June, and I think it is a good time to show you guys a flip through of one of the book journals I keep each year, and that is the Always Fully Booked book planner that is by Little Inklings Design, who I will link down in the description box. Now, the thing to know, this is a highly sought after book planner. They go on sale usually in November, I believe it is. Either October or November. They go on sale for the next year and they sell out very, very quickly. So this is like a regular gift that I have my husband get me for Christmas. And like he sets an alarm and everything to make sure that he is able to get one. So I will link Little Inklings Design down below. She is a Canadian channel. She does have a YouTube station, so I will link to her YouTube station. I adore this. I love it so much. So I had promised a while ago that I would take you guys through and show you how to do this. So just keep in mind, this one is no longer available. However, the ones for the following year are usually very similar, and she makes a couple of adjustments based on feedback that she gets from people. So let's have a look. Okay, so I have to say I really, really love the cover of this year's design. For 2020, this is what the cover looked like, and I actually prefer this one. It's a coiled sides here, which is probably one of my only complaints. I don't know why. The ones from the previous year, which were thinner and not as heavy duty, were easier to work with. The ones this year, I feel like they get caught up a lot, but it has this built-in elastic thing here. And the corners are nice and protected with this, which I like because I've used journals that the corners have gotten screwed up after being used, because I use this daily. So, all right, so we open it up and see how it like catches there. I have a hard time. Anyway, that's literally my only complaint about this year. And I hope that she does something about that for next year. So open up, this is typically blank, but I had gotten this sticker. I'm not sure, I can't remember where I got it, but so I put that there. My name and stuff is going to go here, but one of my goals for this year is to learn hand lettering, and I can't say I've worked on that yet this year, but I hope to. I just joined Skillshare, and I want to be able to do my name really nicely, so that's why I haven't done it yet. So we open it up, and here is like our overview of the year. And so how I'm using this year is every time I post a video, I am highlighting with my color for that month, because each month I use a different Tombow color in everything that I do. So every time I post a video, I color it in, because one of my goals this year is to post at least one video every month, and this way I can easily see if I have posted one that month. So that's the only thing I do with that page. Okay, then here we have important info. So this year, my starting statistics, number of books in my collection was 786, and number of unread books on my shelves were 463, and I made a note to say this was only physical books. This did not include any ebooks or audiobooks. This year, she gave us a percentage of book read formula, so how to figure that out for percents. Then audio time listened in order to calculate pages or percentages also. Then there's the place to list our most anticipated books. So I wrote mine out, and then as I read them, I am putting a check mark next to them. And then this is the legend, and you'll see where I utilize this legend of colors. So the problem is I read across all genres. So if you see here, I just kind of ran out of space. And so I had to consolidate some things. So I ended up doing Christian nonfiction as one color in itself. And then all other nonfiction that doesn't fit the categories that I have is just this color. All right, then there's my 2021 goals. So let's kind of review where I am with my goals right now. So my Goodreads goal is 105, and I am going to hit that either by the end of this month or next month. Read the CSB Bible. I am right on track for that. Read 21 books in 2021. So those were like 21 books I specifically chose off of my shelves, my like to be read existing shelves, and I am right on track with that. Make and use a real bullet journal. Not doing well with that one. Learn how to hand letter. Like I said, haven't really started that yet, but I did finally purchase the Skillshare membership. So hopefully I'll make progress on that soon. Do the Voices of the Faithful devotional, which I'm right on track with that. Get all pictures in my house organized and in albums. Haven't started that yet. Need to get working on it. Authentic Living Bible Study. Have not done that yet. Crochet an Afghan for my husband. Started. Not finished. Not even close to finished. Post weekly on BookTube. Doing well with that. Color. Not doing well with that. Exercise 1 time per week. Cross that off because I never even came anywhere close to doing that. And then do 2 jigsaw puzzles, and I have far exceeded that for this year. Okay, the A to Z challenge. So how I do this every year is, because I read so much, just as I read different books, I go ahead and fill it in based on those. So I'm actually almost done with this. The harder letters, I had gone through and kind of made a point to figure out which books in my collection will fit those. So at some point I'm going to fit those in, these two into my TBR. And there's already something with a V on one of the lists for things I'm reading this year. So I know that that one's going to be taken care of. Okay, then she has a reading challenge every year. So I am almost done with that one. Part of what I like to do is on this, like I don't want one book to fulfill more than one prompt on the same challenge list. So the only one I have left is a book that's title begins with the first letter of your name. I did read one book that started with the first letter of my name, which is T. That was This Tender Land, but I wanted to use that with a book with an intriguing first line. So that's the only one I have left. And then she has other challenges. And so we've got the On the Cover reading challenge, which I have already completed, and Reading the Rainbow challenge, again, which I have already completed for this year. Then we have our bookshelves, and this is where the key comes into play. So each of these books, the color of the spine matches the key for the different genres that you saw in the beginning there. So I color it in as soon as I read it, but then I go back and do the writing because I have to let it dry in between or else it gets on the other pages. So this is going to be filled, and I will still have more books I'm reading for the year because this should be filled, I would say, by the end of next month. Now I do need to go in and color this still so that it looks real pretty. So I will do that at some point. All right, reading checklist. So the way that I am using this is to keep track of all of the books that I have purchased in 2021 and to see if I've read them. They're all getting written on these checklist pages. And then as I read them, I am coloring it in and filling in the stars. So she gives 3 pages for reading checklist. And as you can see, I'm actually not doing bad reading the books that I buy this year. So like reading in a timely manner. I'm actually pretty happy with that. So do that, and you'll see this actually is already filled in, and I still have more books that I purchased. So I'll show you as we get to it where those are going. Then we have a book series tracker. So this is all the series that I have started and then coloring them in. And I can see here, I have 2 I forgot to color in here because I'd started them. Apparently did the grid for it, but then forgot to actually color them. So I need to do that. But I actually did finish 1 series this year, which is 1Q84. All the rest are ones that are in progress. Then we have the Battle of the Books. And so how I'm using this is at the beginning of the year, I did a 5-star prediction video, and that is how I'm doing my rounds. So each month I spin a wheel for what my 5-star read prediction for that month is going to be, and then that's how it gets filled in. So From round one, it was From Blood and Ash, Strange the Dreamer, and Pull of the Stars, and of that round, Pull of the Stars won. And for the round that's currently in progress is Salem Falls, The Next Person You Meet in Heaven, and All Things Bright and Beautiful. And at the end of this month, I will be able to figure out who's going to win that round, because I'll have finished All Things Bright and Beautiful. And then come December, I will have a winner. And then she gives pages for favorite quotes from books. So I write these in as I go. And again, I wish my writing was better. So like if you look at hers on her page, hers are so beautiful. Mine are just not that great, but I like to go back to them. So there's 2 pages for quotes. Then a catalog of signed and special editions, which I have more than this, but I need to actually sit down and go through and figure out which other ones I have. So I have those here, and so you check mark if it's a signed edition or a special edition, then the name of the book and where you got it. Then we have our wish list. So what I did with this was I went through my Amazon wish list and I wrote down all of the books on my wish list, and then as I get them, I check mark and then put how much I ended up getting them for. So there are 2 pages for that. Then at the end of the year, I will write in my 5-star reads here. I need to color that. She does give us several like coloring pages throughout, which I only ended up coloring. I didn't color all of them last year, but my goal this year is to actually color them all before the end of the year. So I have to make a point to do that. Okay, so now we're getting into our months, and she has like book quotes at the beginning of each month, and then has the month spelled out really nicely there. And you can see she has tabs for each of the months here, which makes it very easy to use. I use those tabs daily. So our first page is like an overall look at the month. And so how I use this is I have these stickers here, these circle stickers, which I absolutely love. And I have so many of them. And this is from an Etsy shop that I cannot remember the name of. I will link down in the description box. And each of the stickers each day stands for something different. So every day I keep track of whether or not I have my coffee with God, if I read for pleasure that day, and if I read for Cass. And so you can see with that how that is. And then at the beginning of each month, I put how many subscribers I had to my booktube. Here, I apparently forgot to write it in. And then if I did a video that day, I write down which video it was that I had posted so I can keep track. And over here is a place to put additional goals and then your most anticipated book for that month. Then the next page is our books to read. And so there's a place to put your month, the year. She has all these dates down here, and these are actually like important dates in literary history. I haven't actually looked into them, but I know that she's talked about them and that's what it is. So I've never looked them up, but that is what they're supposed to be. So author name and then the title. Again, if you saw her name is Megan. If you saw hers is so beautiful. Mine is not as pretty as hers is. So I put that and I do check marks. This is not all of my books for the month, but it's just the first ones I have written down. I think there's not enough space. And then any new releases coming up, I have written down. I keep this throughout the year. And then I do check marks for if I have purchased the books. Okay, then we have, I think that this here was like the end of December, which I didn't use that because I had that in my other one. So I just put, I have gotten this. This is really cool. I had found this tip-in, I think that's what they're called, tip-ins, and on an Etsy shop. And I will link her down below. But Luna is like, I love Luna so much. She is one of my absolute favorite Harry Potter characters. So I went ahead and covered it up with that. And then these are stickers from Pip Sticks, the monthly sticker club, which I will link them down below also. I'm an active member of that club and I love it. So how I've used this year has kind of alternated because I had seen something Megan did with different stickers and wanted them, and so I had ordered a bunch of stickers to do things a certain way, but they weren't here in time to start. So I used these flag stickers instead and just wrote started, and then I listed the books that I started each day, and then if I finished books, I went ahead and listed those as well. The amount of pages I read each day, which I have done really well with that this year. I've actually kept track every single day so far. And then a little chocolate frog sticker there. And so here's the book that now the stickers have come. I was so excited when they got here. So I was able to put those now. So these are from Peanut Butter Taco, her Etsy shop. I love these stickers so much and have ordered so many more since then because I went through them a lot faster than I thought I would this year because the amount of reading I have done has been insane. So each time I start a book, I do that, and then you'll see the finished book is the same color. So like here I started Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey, finished it the next day, so those colors match. So I did that, and then I just have some like little stickers I do throughout just because I wanted to make the pages look a little prettier. So here, same thing, I put this little Luna. It was from the same shop, and I just love it so much. That's her Yule Ball outfit. So the ones that I had started with those flags, of course, I continued to utilize those flags. I'm just going to flip through these a lot here. So then if I read something and it was, like here you can see these are meant to be for physical books. And then there's these stickers I had gotten specifically for audiobooks. If I read something that was physical and audio both, then I put both stickers down because luckily each of those sticker packs comes with, actually I'll go to the back here and show you, comes with some of the stickers next to it. And so I'm able to add those if I read a book in more than one way to indicate that. Okay, then at the end of each month, we have a spot for our bookish haul. So I list whatever date I got something, the book or item, where it was from, and then the total price, so I can get really disgusted at the end of the year about how much money I spend on books. Then I reading wrap up. So this is all of the books I ended up reading in the month. And then we have a spot for reading stats. So number of books read, the best book read that month, the number of pages read total, the format for each type of book, the genres read, and there's a spot for memorable quotes and what you're currently loving. I'm not always the best about going in and putting the memorable quotes, which you will see. So that was that. And then this last page, I had decided this year to do pages read in pixels. And so I have the total number of days, and then over here is the key. And then I just colored in for how many pages I read that day. And I do it in like 50-page chunks. Next year, I think I want to do it on one page or like 2 pages, but with all 365 days together. Then there's a spot for notes at the end of each one also. So here's February with our quote for February. If a book is well written, I always find it too short. Isn't that the truth? And so same thing here. This time I remembered to put my amount of BookTube subscribers. Then I also kept track of like other bookish things I do or other things that happen. So like here, Cassie and I spent the day together. We watched Hamilton. I had a book bestie Zoom call with Krista over at Books and Jams. And then it's the same thing all over. So I'm just gonna flip through. Again, all these cute stickers here are from the Pip Sticks. They're the best stickers and they are such good quality. So February, Black History Month. These wonderful stickers came as part of that. Taco night. And then I found these awesome stickers also. I love Etsy. Etsy has the best stickers, like totally. So each time I watch a movie, I put it on here with my star rating. Here I got all my hair cut off, so this was another really cute Pipstick sticker. I thought that was very fitting. You'll see I have a lot of books that I tend to start or finish on the same day. And then if I don't finish a book in the month, like if I DNF it, then I do the X. And if I just don't finish it that month, then it's left blank. You'll see I remembered to do my memorable quote that month. And again, the pages and pixels. Okay, then we go into March. Can never read too much. Switched up my colors for my grid. There's no new releases I was interested in March. Marked like here was reading Sprints with Krista. We watched the movie Wonder. As soon as I finished reading Wonder, I was like, okay, I have to watch the movie now. I loved that book. You'll see then I started using these flags I had gotten for keeping track of puzzles or Lego sets. So like here I started the office puzzle, finished the office puzzle, started the 9 3/4 Lego set and finished it. Then I decided I really wanted stickers to show my puzzles. So I found these cute little stickers here on Etsy. I will link her shop down below. And so each time I start a puzzle, then I put who it is and then do a corresponding sticker whenever I finish it. And then these washi tapes had come like as part of the packaging for when I got these stickers. And I like to use cute things that come in mail. And so put those there. Then I decided I needed to start keeping track of the brand of the puzzles I was doing, because certain brands I definitely like much better than others. Then here it was Easter. These stickers were not from Pip Sticks. These were the Happy Planner sticker pack, big sticker packs they sell at Michael's. That was from there. And this was the first time we had gone back to church since COVID had started. And then Christos Voskrese, which is the Christ is risen in Slovak, and then Vostina Voskrese is indeed he is risen. That's the response you give. Okay, then at the end of each quarter, there's a quarterly check-in page. So you go through the things you're currently loving. So books, author, character, TV show, movie, music, food, beverage, and place I visited, which this was in the middle of quarantine, so favorite place visited was my reading room. I didn't go anywhere. And then social media stats, reading goal progress, overall reading stats over the year, memorable moments, goal progress, and books I need to read in the next quarter. April, life is just a series of obstacles preventing you from reading. And is that not the truth? Okay, April, Autism Awareness Month. And my daughter's on the autism spectrum, and I also have specialized in working with children on the autism spectrum for many years. So in April we wear blue. Okay, then I started keeping track as Cassie and I decided we were going to start doing mother-daughter videos and like things we were going to do together throughout the month. So I have what we were doing together here and then check them off as they get done. Went to camp, which is my favorite place in the whole wide world. We started our Bible study back up again, in-person Bible study. Had book club in person here, again, back to in person. And then I turned 40 on April 18th. Autism Symposium, 2 days for that. Then my cousin Brianna's shower. Wish I'd used different stickers. I did not end up liking how those looked, but her shower was absolutely beautiful. Lots of books started and finished. May, a day spent reading is a day well spent. And I have some other things I need to go through and put in here with like my extra sticker things I do. But my room's currently a mess and I need to be able to get to the right stuff. Then we get into June, which is where we're at now. Some books are so familiar that reading them is like being home again. And so here's where we're at. Today is June 19th, so this is the stuff I did this morning. And so we end there. So that is June so far. So let me take you to the back so I can show you how I'm using the end. So we have spots for book reviews. And so here again is where that key comes in. So I color the stars in with whatever genre it was. And each book review space, there's 4 on this double spread here. So title, author, date started and finished, where did the book come from, star rating, did you post about it, would you recommend it to someone else, length, format, genre, and then what are your thoughts on the book. So there's spots for lots of those. You can see I do that. I try to go do those as I go. So there's space for, I'm not sure how much space there is for those. And then in the back, we'll get to like a 2021 reading wrap up, top 10 books, your reading stats for the books, a place to do some graphs, a page is read, which, oh, I forgot this was here. I guess I need to go in and start doing that. Then I have some challenges that I had decided I was going to do this year, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with those moving forward just because I'm reading too much. Which is not something I ever thought that I would say, but my TBRs are like absolutely ridiculous, and I'm not having time to do other things. So I might have to cut these out, but my goal was to do the Unread Shelf Project Challenge, which this is like the main challenge, and then there's bonus challenges for each month. The Buzzwordathon Challenge, and Intentional Readers Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. And then the TBR and Beyond Facebook group. This is their reading prompt challenge for the year, which I'm almost done with that. Still need to read a book that's either a retelling of Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella, do a retelling of Jane Austen or Shakespeare, and then read a book picked by 2 of the mods from that Facebook group. I have my Historathon bingo board here, my BookTube spin list, which I cross off as I read and put down when I update it. Then this is where I am continuing with my 2021 purchase list. And so there's these pages in the back here for notes. And so I'm writing them as I get them, and then as I read them again, and then putting the stars there. So there's that. And then it comes with this at the back. I prefer last year's end. So the one from last year, I'm going to show you real quick, was like this. And had this, it was like this. It was smaller, and so it was easier to get little things out of. I have already ripped it and had to cut it down, so it went like up to here. So it's just too high. So I have my small stickers down here that I keep, and I just use the stickers that I'm using regularly. Go back here. So these are down to too low, and that's why I keep ripping it, because I'm trying to get to them. So I really liked this, the half one, much better. So I really hope it goes back to that for next year. And then this is one of the stickers that came with my Pipstick subscription. Unicorn eating a hamburger, and I'm like loving hamburgers right now. One of my favorite foods. So that's it. That is, and then the back's just like that with little Inkling designs on there. So I love this. So that was my Little Inklings Design, always fully booked planner for 2021. Halfway done. I will try my best to make an announcement here whenever I find out when 2022's is going to be going up for sale. She does a great flip through of what that will look like. Like I said, around October, I think it is, of each year. And it is worth every penny. It is pricier, especially if you live outside of Canada with the shipping, but I don't care because it's wonderful. And there's just so much work that goes into developing and putting this together, and I'm just very thankful that it exists. I love it. All right, guys, that is all. So what did you think? Are you interested in this planner? I really can't recommend it enough. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to see me other places, everywhere you can find me on the interwebs is down in the description box. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.